Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Lefty. Hey, empty.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Goodson, 27 yards. And the Packers have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
On second down, Goodson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, Goodson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it.
Ready, break. Strike. Check, strike.
On 1st down, Goodson. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
52 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hey, check, nigga.
On 2nd down now, Goodson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready up. Check, man.
On third down, Goodson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tyler Goodson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Mitchell is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Fournette trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Black, come on. Black down.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down. Goodson, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On play action, they'll throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
He finds Watson complete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson
with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Finding Pickens for another catch. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Well, that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
112 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Alton Robinson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Gay's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the
That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Wentz.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run. And
a loose football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run on 1st first down. Goodson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. Goodson, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you'd think maybe just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got to...
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Darius Slayton, 31 yards. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, Goodson. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot into big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49ers 34-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Up the middle they go. Goodson.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 180 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
Right back to him on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson down right around the 25. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. He's gonna let it fly.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game